Hey there, guys. Coach Carter here for Xperience Growth Coaching and Consulting. Thanks so much for checking out this video here. And I really want to share with you guys today about helping other people live their values, and specifically team members on our team. I know a lot of people run their own business, and if you run your own business, a big thing that you got to do, one of your main jobs, is helping to help other people live out their dreams, right? And the more you can help people achieve the things that they want to achieve their preferred future inside of your business, well, the better you are going to do as a business owner, the better the business is going to do, and of course, the better your people are going to do. And I trust that having people that are happy and successful is a key goal for you. So today we're going to dive into how to help people do that with their values. We've talked about values a little bit, and I spent an entire month talking with Xperience Growth Coaching clients about values. Values are so important because values are our deepest level of programming. When we think about how our mind works, right? When we experience things out in the world, we get mental pictures, and those mental pictures create emotional frameworks, and those emotional frameworks help create a physiological response. All that creates an action that we do. And a big way that all that takes place, those mental images, the emotional setup, the emotional framework, as well as the physiological response and the action, is dictated by the programs that we run. Values are a big part of those programs. Values are some of our deepest core level programming. And they also help us determine and really make sense of how we spend our time, right? So if you're doing things that are in line with your values, you're going to see the time that you've spent as more positive than if you haven't done things that are aligned with your values. You're probably going to see that time as more negative. That works in the past and it works in the future, right? If you know you've got things that are upcoming that are in line with your values, you're probably going to be more excited about it. Likewise, if you see things that are not aligned with your values, you're probably not going to be as excited and therefore not as motivated to do the things that you want to do. So that's why this is so important. We're going to talk about how to help other people live out their values and know what their values are. So here's the first step. And all my coaching clients know this, and our first step is always with us. Right? You can't really help someone live their values and teach them how to do it if you're not doing it yourself. So the first thing we want to do is make sure that we know our values as leaders and are living the values that we have, right? So we can be congruent and in integrity when we ask other people to know theirs and live theirs. So it first has to start with us. So let's assume that that's happened, that you have worked with somebody, you've done the work yourself to know your values and you're living them on a consistent basis. Well, now we want to help other people understand theirs. So one of the first things that we want to do is ask kind of a couple of basic questions. And that's what's important to you. When we understand what's important to people, right, we can start to understand and uncover what they value. And we want to get into a little bit deeper, right? So if we say what's important to you about business, and they say, something like, helping people or whatever it is, we go, well, what's important about that? And then we're going to get into more of the value things. Well, gosh, that's exciting to me. It's fun for me. Making money is important to me. Relationships are important to me. We want to find out what things are truly important that make people tick, as well as what motivates people. Right? Our values motivate us. We can figure out what motivates people, and we can do that by asking them what's motivated them in the past. We can then start to figure out, well, what things do they value, right? If we know that a sense of fun helps motivate people, right? Well, gosh, before I was really motivated, I was like, this is going to be so much fun, right? Well, gosh, fun is probably a value of theirs. And so we can understand that, help people understand, well, gosh, these, 2, 3, 4, 5 traits, values are really important. And so once we get that list, the next thing we want to do is we want to understand what can you do that's going to tap into those values. Right, so let's take, for example, fun as a value of you, and so sometimes we think of business and fun doesn't come into the equation, but for a lot of people, they want to have fun. We're kind of designed and wired to have fun. So how do you help someone understand how to incorporate fun in the context of business, right? That's where good leadership comes in, right? Because if you can help them tap into a value of theirs, right? Whether it's fun, whether it's helping people, whether it's relationships, enjoyment, passion, whatever that is, there are activities that light that up. And when you can help them understand what those activities are that still allow them to prosper in business, to build their business within your business, or to play the role that they have inside the business, well, and you tap into a value, and you marry those two things together, they are much more excited to do the things that it takes for them to be successful and for the company to be successful. They want to do it. It's fun for them, actually, because it's a value of theirs that they want to get more of. And so that's the second thing. And the third thing is understanding how their values and what the activities align with building the business, right? So there are in all business, right? We have a job, right? And that job requires us to do certain things, or more specifically, to get a desired outcome, right? If we're in sales, well, what's the main goal? What's to sell stuff, right? If we have a product to sell or a service to sell, the goal is to sell that product or service. Now the question is, well, how do you do that? And so what we want to understand is how do the activities and the value that light up our team members' values help them hit the goals that they have in business, right? And so we want to make sure that we are helping them dissect what they do that are core business building activities that also align with their values. So this is a really great exercise that you can do, because when people understand that you really truly care about who they are as a person, right? And again, values are our deepest level of programming, right? Like it doesn't get too much more core about us than our values. So when we can start to have those kind of conversations with our team members and help them live the values that they have, well, not only are they going to be happier people, are they going to create a better culture for our business? They're going to be more motivated to do the things that it takes for them to be successful, and then they win, the team wins, and of course you as the leader win. So guys, that's why it's really important to help other people understand and live the values that they have, especially in the context of work. I trust this has been a helpful video for you today. If any of this resonates, you want to go deeper on your values, you want to talk about how to incorporate values conversations into the team that you have, the business that you run, check us out here at Xperience Growth Coaching and Consulting. Our website is xperiencgrowth.com. And hey, look, my daughter wants to come and say hello. Say hello to our Xperience Growth audience right here. Say hi, friends.
Hi!
That's the beauty of doing live videos, is that sometimes when you work from home and your 6-year-old wants to get something from your office, they just come in and get to say hello. So as I was saying, check out xperiencgrowth.com, say hello to myself, say hello to Ellie, and we'll be more than happy to help you align the values that you have with the people that you have in business. Hit us up here, shoot us a direct message, and let us know how we can help you win the mental game of business. All right, friends, y'all have a great rest of your Thursday or whenever you're watching this, and we'll talk to you very soon. Have a great day.